Financial entanglements. That's the vibe I'm getting, Gemini, for your reading for this week, because I saw an octopus. And there's even an octopus, I saw it in my mind's eye, but there's actually an octopus also in this picture, and I saw a bank. So there's a sense of being kind of grasped and locked in and bound by the banking system, finances in general, and I do think this has to do with past debts, because Six of Wands reversed is kind of like, when the Six of Wands was right side up, that's when we bought the thing. Now that it's reversed, we're paying for it. And it's not as fun to pay for it as it is to purchase, as it was to put it on a credit card, right? The King of Cups is a little grumpy about this situation, and I don't think he likes being tied, entangled, really. This is all about financial entanglements. So this is like with long-withstanding debt. Maybe this is student loans, maybe this is credit card debt, maybe this is just things that keep you tied to keep your finances tied up. That's what we're going to be talking about this week. Things that keep your finances tied up. On the bottom, the Queen of Swords. It's something that's on your mind that you guys want to address because you're not happy about it. King of Cups. It's something that you're looking at and you're being very careful to try to figure out if there's something you can do about it. Probably. Let's take a look. Queen of Swords, the Empress with the Two of Swords. How can I make this look better than it does? Maybe you're thinking about seeing a consultant, like a financial consultant or somebody to help you with your finances. That's the Two of Swords here, to help you make things look a little bit better than they are, because right now they don't look good. Maybe you guys are looking into debt consolidation, something to that effect. Let's see what actually is on the top of the deck and see if we can get any more information out of that. Okay. Again, Three of Swords reversed and the Hangman reversed. The debt is actually makes you look bad. It puts you in a shitty position, right? Having a lot of debt, it makes it so like you have to pay the minimum, right, every month, or it's gonna hit your credit. The Hangman reversed is being in a shitty position. The moon is talking about this not being just like a one-time thing. It's every moon cycle. Every month you're put in a shitty position because you have to pay the minimum amount on your credit card. You're locked in and you're entangled. Right? If you have all this financial debt and you can't pay it off and you're forced to pay the minimum because you're afraid of your credit, that's being entangled. That's kind of being really sucked into the system and locked into place, which is the feeling that I got behind seeing the tentacles. And then Three of Swords reversed. Again, you're just not happy about it. It's almost like you are now kicking yourself. Three of Swords reversed. Because remember, Three of Swords is pain, but you're kicking yourself. Metaphorically, for having done this or having put yourself in this situation. Maybe this is the student loans that now you realize, shit, maybe I didn't even graduate and I didn't get anything out of it, or I didn't get a good job and I still have these loans, or it's just the shit you bought on your credit card that you're wishing you hadn't, or you're kicking yourself over. Let's pull Oracle cards and find out more. Tell me more about what's going on with Gemini here regarding this reading, please. Oh, okay, that was really fast. Okay, so now we've got the Aries with this is the arrow on target, Capricorn, and the sword. Capricorn and the sword speaks of payment plans. This is, like I said, debt consolidation and making it into an easy payment plan that, again, makes it look better than the Hangman reverse. We're changing it from the Hangman reverse to the Empress. That's the goal, right? Going from the Hangman reverse to the Empress to make your monthly situation better. And that's what the Capricorn with the sword is talking about. Aries and the let me actually feel this out. I'm not sure what Mary's with the arrow is here. Hold on. Well, I got candles, and when I see a candle, I think of like a tiny light in the darkness. It's like a glimmer of hope. It's getting yourself out of this situation, and it's getting you out. So maybe you entered this shitty situation with other people, and now you're like, I got to figure out how to get myself out. And you're focusing on yourself, and you're getting your credit good. Let's pull some advice, and maybe we'll find out more too. But let's see what we get for advice for you guys. Any advice here for my Gemini? Any advice for Gemini? Thought that was gonna flip. Did not flip. Any advice for Gemini? Okay, that one did flip. All right, so the first card that came out is the Eight of Cups. This can mean a lot of things, so I'm gonna need more cards, but first I wanted to feel the energy behind this. This could be bankruptcy. This is almost you like giving up entirely, being like, fuck my credit, I'm not paying anything, or it really is like ditching it all on some level. Let me feel this out and see if I can get more. Well, what I saw was very weird. It was one of those, it was a piece of exercise equipment, And I've never even used this piece of exercise equipment. That's why it's very weird. It's one of those elastic things that you pull and then you let it, like you work it out by pulling it and it stretches. That's what this piece of equipment is. And I'm just getting a sense that no matter what, this is an exercise in stretching. It's just you stretching, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Even if maybe you consolidated and it's not good enough. You're always going to be like paying this off. It doesn't feel like you're ever getting to the finish line. This is almost the advice to like stop playing the game entirely. Stop doing the exercise. Stop going back and forth. Like, I don't know, cut up the credit cards and say fuck your credit altogether. Or let's just pull more cards from the top and see. Well, the Fool. If there's any card that's like fuck it, right? That throw the credit card out the window. That is the Fool card. And the reason is because you can get your credit back up later. You can just say fudge this one debt and 7 of Wands. You can work on it and get it back. And what's interesting about the 7-2 is that if you know anything about legal laws, debts go away in 7 years. It's called the statute of limitation. Stature, something like that. Stature of limitation. Look it up. So your debts can only be like kept on record by the record-keeping agencies that monitor your credit for 7 years. So I think that's talking about that too. You can work your credit back up, and it just takes diligence. You can always earn back what you're just kind of ditching now for the sake of stopping playing some kind of game where you're never actually taking a step forward. It's always like you're always shuffling. You're like shuffling, right? And never taking real steps, just shuffling, just exercising, never getting anywhere. And the point is, ditch the credit card, ditch the debt, don't even like try to make the payments, start over. The Fool, let's start over. And start from scratch, literally start from scratch, build your credit up from scratch. 7 of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles, you can do it. It's just gonna take a long time. Knight of Pentacles is not fast. It does take diligence and it does take time for the Knight of Pentacles to do anything. But that's the advice, as strange as it is. On the bottom, we have the Page of Wands, which is funny because the Page of Wands can be a little feisty and can be a little impulsive. So in this case, the advice is be a little impulsive. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is kind of like pay it or don't pay it. Pay one thing, don't pay the other thing. And then Hierophant. Yeah, you're gonna have, your creditor might be a little pissed. Don't do this to your landlord, by the way. Do this to maybe a credit card. Don't do this to your landlord. Because the Hierophant is the creditor. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull anything, Oracle cards, and see if we get anything from there. Anything else here for my Geminis, please? Anything else for my Geminis? Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Now, the cat is really good at waiting. That's what the cat's really good at. Waiting for the right moment, and waiting for, in this case, the number 3, is waiting for a particular social environment. And in this case, I think it's talking about your creditors, the point where your creditors give you a deal, where they cut you a deal, right? If you wait out creditors long enough, they'll call you and they will offer you a deal. They're like, pay us, 30% of what you owe us, and we'll just write off your debt. You won't have to worry about it. And that's what the cat does. The cat waits things out until the number 3, until, in this case, until someone is more amicable, until someone's like on your side. And that is until you basically have the creditor on your side because he's so desperate that he's just trying to do whatever, he'll do more for you. He's kind of on your side with the 3 here. Let's just see what else there is. Yeah, you can let them squirm. You don't have to be so good about your payments. You can let your creditors squirm a little bit. So that's the Manticore here, is let them get a little frustrated with you, and then, which is not what they wanted, right? Left turn arrow is not being the straight, and not going the straight route, but taking a left turn. Going the straight route would be making your payments on time. Don't make your payments on time, and let them come to you, and they will give you heart. They will give you an offer that's better to your liking. It's like you make them struggle a little, and they'll give you a better deal on this outstanding debt or whatever this entanglement, right? Remember, it's an entanglement. So make the people who are entangling you struggle, because you're in a better position than you think. You are in a better position than you think, especially because of the statute of limitation that I said before. They really only have 7 years to get you, and then at that point, there's very little effect that it has. They can take you to court, but they won't. So So you have a little bit more leverage than you think. You can play the game a little bit more than you think to try to work out these debts. Otherwise, you're just going to be exercising, with the stretchy machine forever, or for a while. But this is a way to get out of it. All right, guys, Geminis, thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to check out Patreon. I've got a lot of cool stuff on there for your sign. So go and check that out. It's links are below and also on my profile. And with that, I will see you guys next time.